This is so delicious. 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 This is so delicious.
What are we making today, Laura?
Today we're going to make a cheesecake, but we're going to make it in the Instant Pot. And what you're going to need is some graham crackers. You can either crush them yourselves or buy them in a box that's already crushed. Some butter, some salt, some brown sugar, some vanilla, star of the show, the cream cheese, sugar, eggs, cornstarch, and sour cream. Okay, you're going to need a springform pan, which is a pan that releases from the sides. That will fit in your Instant Pot. I have a large 8-quart Instant Pot, and this is an 8-inch springform pan. And you're going to want to put parchment paper on the bottom. If you don't already have a parchment liner, you can create one. Just pull off a piece of parchment paper, fold it over, clip it in, and if this annoys you, you can just cut the bottom off. If it doesn't annoy you, you can leave it on. Not hurting anything. Okay, so you get your pan ready, and then we're going to make the crust. I should have showed this, that you can like go around.
Oh, yeah.
Ta-da! All right, since I don't have the pre-crushed graham crackers, I have this little mini food processor. You can also use like a Ziploc bag and crush them yourself, but this will get them a little finer, which is good. Usually I can get these all to fit in here at one time. Crushing them up. Let me do these and then we'll come back. It's gonna be loud. Add the rest. And after you grind it, it should look like that. It's like sand, okay? And then we're going to take this and we're going to dump it into 4 tablespoons of melted butter. This has a blade, so I'm going to take the blade out and then just dump that in there. So we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of brown sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix this all together, and this is going to become our crust. Just that easy. So you want the butter incorporated into all of the graham cracker. Now it's going to look like wet sand. Okay. All right, I'm going to spray the pan with some Pam, or any kind of cooking spray you have. And then we're going to take the crust that we just made, dump it all into our springform pan. Get it all in there. All right, so then we're just going to spread it out a little bit. And then we're going to take a wine glass. You want something that's kind of curved on the side, and you're just going to take those crumbs and you can push them up the side. But you don't want the holes in the bottom. So if you see that, we can come back and fix it. I'm just going to go around and press this on the sides. Doesn't have to go all the way up, but it's really nice for presentation when you take it out and you see all that crumb going all the way up the side. Then we're just going to like tap it down Make sure there's no holes, that you can see the parchment. Just give it a good push. Oops, it's stuck on there. So after we get it to our liking, and there's no holes on the bottom, and it's up the side as much as we want. I'm just filling in a hole because the cup wasn't doing it for me. We're gonna let this sit in the freezer until we're ready for it, because next we're gonna make the filling that goes inside. But in the meantime, we're gonna let everything meld together in the freezer, just like this. You don't have to cover it or anything. So be right back. Now to mix up the filling, we're gonna use a blender, but you can also use a hand mixer or a food processor, whatever you want. So we have 2 blocks of room temperature cream cheese. I'm just gonna plop those in there. Sorry. 2 eggs that you're gonna slightly beat up. Pour those in there. 2/3 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/2 cup of sour cream. I feel like I'm not organized. And this is so delicious. I've made this, I don't know, 100 times, give or take. Get all that in there. Two tablespoons of cornstarch. This helps keep it solid. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Use any kind of vanilla that you want. We have some homemade vanilla extract here. So we're going to do 2 of those. 1, 2, and when nobody's looking, add another one. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to blend it up. And we just want it to be a very smooth consistency. I think you know what cheesecake looks like. Let's see if I can see. We'll start low. Which one is that on?
It's gonna be loud.
It's gonna be loud. If I hit the right button. Wait a minute. Technical failure. It's not
There you
on.
go. Now it is.
All right. Let's try this again. Take 2. I'm going to scrape down the side here because I have some ingredients back here. What do I do with my spoon? That aren't quite mixed in. Okay. It's like stuck to the side here. Just want to make sure. Air fryer's done.
Yay.
All right, now it's time to get your pan out of the freezer, and we're going to take our filling mixture and we're just going to pour it inside the pan. And we're going to make sure we get all of it, because this is the yumminess of your cheesecake. After this, I'm going to pull the Instant Pot over here, and then we're going to cook it up in the Instant Pot. You'll notice all the little bubbles in here. That's just air that was whipped into it when you were using the blender, which is perfectly fine, okay? So now we're going to add 1 cup of water into our Instant Pot. That's going to help cook the cheesecake, okay? And then I have a silicone trivet. If you don't have one, if you just have the trivet that came with the I was going to say crock pot, Instant Pot, that's fine. You just want to set this on top of something. You don't want it to sit into the water. There's no need to cover it. It will get a little bit of water on the top, but we'll blot it out with a paper towel at the end. So we're just going to lower this in here. Okay. And then we're going to put the lid on. What do I do with the lid? Found it. All right, so I'm gonna put the lid on. I'm gonna make sure it's in sealing. And then we're gonna come around and we're going to pressure cook, and we're gonna go for 28 minutes. Okay, so then it'll come up to temperature. It'll cook for 28 minutes. The little thing there will pop down, and then we're gonna let it count back up for 10 minutes. So we're gonna do a 10-minute slow release after the 28 minutes, okay? And we'll see you back when it's done. All right, so it cooked for 28 minutes, and then we let it do a release for 10 minutes, and now we're ready to take it out. Oh, I gotta first finish releasing all the steam. There we go. Then we're gonna take it out. Still had a little bit of pressure left in there. Well, while it's doing that, we can make our topping, okay, which consists of 2 tablespoons of sugar and a 1/2 cup of sour cream. We're just gonna mix those 2 together while we wait for this pin to drop. This is really good for like a New York style cheesecake where it doesn't have any cherries, strawberries, whatever on top. It just has a little sweet sour cream on top. It's really yummy. And of course, you can top your cheesecake with anything you like. All right, so now let's take the lid off. Cheesecake is nice and cooked. And because this is silicone, I can easily just lift it out. Hold, please. All right, so once you get it out of the Instant Pot, obviously it's still hot. I'm just gonna unhook this trivet. I'm gonna keep it on there because I'm gonna keep it on the trivet when I put it in the fridge. So Dave, if you wanna come in, you can see there's a little bit of water that made it on the top, and I'm just gonna take a paper towel and you can just blot it. Of course, you don't want to pull the cheesecake up, but anywhere you see a little bit of water, we're just going to blot it up. So there wasn't that much. So now that there's no water on top, we're going to take our little filling, or not filling, our topping of the sour cream and the sugar, and we're just going to pour that right on top while it's still hot. It's okay. And we're just going to spread this all around the top. Doesn't that look delicious? It does to me. And I'm very sorry if you're very lactose intolerant and you can't enjoy this, because it is delicious. Okay. I think I made it look pretty enough. So I'm just gonna keep it on this trivet, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and it has to chill at least 4 hours. 6 is better, 8 is good, but overnight is the best. So we are gonna see you tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. Our cheesecake has stayed in the refrigerator overnight. So let's take it out of the pan. So we can take it off of the trivet. Find the little latch. I'm gonna open it up, and it separates it from the pan. If it sticks, well, I should take a butter knife. All right, and I'm just gonna, if it's stuck a little bit, just take a little butter knife, go around where it's stuck. All right, it's loose now. I'm just gonna lift this up. Ta-da! And then we're gonna slide it off of here. This is where the parchment paper can help you. It'll come right off. It's also easy cleanup. And then we can peel it off the bottom. See how firm it is? Let's put it on our serving plate. As you can see how the crust came up along the side. So now each piece is gonna have a nice piece of crust. So we're just gonna take a little slice out here. without cutting myself. Look at that. Does that look perfect? See the little sour cream layer on the top? Put it on our little plate here. You can look inside the cake. And if you want to put any other toppings on, you can. Strawberries, blueberries, cherries, whatever. But I'm going to taste it just like this, as it was meant to be. Ready? Look at that. There's just something about cheesecake that people who don't like it, I don't understand. I don't understand how you cannot like that, except if your body tells you you can't like it. But, so good. You guys got to try this one. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you next time.